Mornings, the one place on the internet where all we talk about is how to get happy right now, how to take that next step in your life, and then how do you build a plan so that you enjoy the journey to get there. Hi, I'm your host, Kelly Lunt. I'm an intuitive channel, medium, and law of attraction expert, and I love to come live Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And I always start the show with a general message from spirits. That way, those of you who can't join live, what's up, my replay crew? Brandon, fist bump for that very thoughtful comment. Valentina, if you happen to watch this one, those are the only two on the replay crew that I know because they're the only ones that ever comment. If you want a shout out, give me a comment. I forgot where I was at. So I always start with the general, so replay crew can get something in the very beginning of the show, and then I dive into free mini reads. Free mini reads for 30 minutes. If you're coming live, say hello. I already said that. Okay. What's up, Concha? She's here. Good morning. Yeah, Antoinette, why you lagging, huh? Yeah, I put Brandon on the replay. Brandon wrote a really thoughtful comment on yesterday's live. So we got to get his name in the title of the show. I'm just gonna be a little funny while I'm still here in Colorado. When I get back home in Chattanooga, I'm gonna like up my professional game. Um, but I really do truly appreciate everyone who shows up, and I haven't forgotten about Lakesview or Karina or Soul Rebel, um, or MIL, although he hasn't been a long time regular. Um, but I certainly do appreciate you and Antoinette. But all right, let's go ahead and let's just get started. Let us see what today's general message is. Okay, hold on. Let me put my earbuds in. They're being a little loud in the next room over. That's a little distracting. Okay, we're getting the general for those of you who just came live. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to do tarot. I'm going to do tarot for the general. Whoa, we got 11 people here. What's up, everyone? We're doing the general message for the collective, and then we're diving into free mini reads. I'm curious if my two new friends from last night showed up, so make sure to comment, Cindy or Sharon, if you did. Oh, and if you don't want your name said live, I won't do that in the future. Okay, guys, today's general is a good one. Well, they're always good, but today's a positive one. Hey, Stephanie, welcome to the show. Okay, so it's definitely, you guys have hit a point of like balance in your life, and you've hit a point of balance, meaning you're at a point of alignment. You're at a point of like kind of feeling good about where you're at, good about the life you've created up until today. You're starting to feel a little positive about the future and the like trajectory of your life. And you're at a point where you're like, okay, I'm just like, it's almost as if you've completely dropped the topic of whatever it is you're trying to manifest. So you're letting go of the force. You're not quite at the surrender point. The surrender is where you're like, oh my God, this feels so good in my body. Of course, I want that manifestation. Oh, universe, show me the how. And that's when the universe can come in and like work their full magic, and you're just having a red carpet ride to your experience. Um, you're at the I'm letting go of force. So that means you're not going to try to make it happen. You're not going to try to think your way there. Because remember, manifesting is about feeling your way there. Um, so letting go of the force, it's like okay, universe, I've got a good life. I'm good where I'm at. I feel hopeful, positive, optimistic. I know it's going to come there. I might feel a little irritated that to me it seems like the path is going to take a little bit longer than I would like it to because I just want to be there already. but I've just got to enjoy life. So get me back into that juicy, good place of completely enjoying life. Yeah, okay. It's like a congratulations from the universe. You got the completion card. So this is normally like a really long journey. And the journey that you guys have been on have been relying on your trust on your inner being instead of outside people. So it is that place where you're like, it's not I know that I can manifest anything and everything that I want. That tends to be when someone first kind of understands law of attraction, they get there and then they fall into the demonstrating their power loop and they drop and they have to like relearn how to manifest. The second time you learn how to like manifest, it's where you go, okay, I get it. Every manifestation is about being happy. Everything that I want, even though there's other feelings that I might get, feel professional, feel accomplished, feel successful, feel proud, feel good about myself, it's ultimately I would feel happy. So it's where you cross over into this place of just knowing, universe, just I'm ready to be happy. I'm ready to be happy. And it's where you like that's when you sink back into life. That's when you sink into life and just fully embrace the life that you created and you're grounded, you're present, you're engaged, your passion. Passion, what is the number three by vibes? That's a very high vibe. Top three, um, and you're engaged with life like, okay, this next hour I'm spending my time shuffle dancing. All right, Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's my Tuesday, it's my Zumba day, let's go get my Zumba on. And you're just like engaged with life. You're not like looking, is it him, is it him, is it him? You're not doing that because you're just like, and that's the lesson that you've been learning in this, like, I would say a 7-year cycle. Um so it is really like you're just sinking into enjoying the little things of life. I'm so happy this friend came over to drink tea with me. It feels so it's like that magical place where you're milking everything good about your life because a lot of people get caught in this fallacy of needing something fun every single day. That's the happy happy joy joy trap. Like, okay, so even though I have like a trip planned early August, what about now, universe? Where's my fun now? No, no, no. This whole message is that you're at a place of like, all right, I'm so happy that I've got a good friend opening up her house to me. I'm going to go visit. She's bringing other kids, so we get play dates for the kids. I get to see what life is like in, another part of the world. I get to try this river crawling thing. Um, it's when you know that like I've got a vacation plan in a month and it's like managing the meantime. So it is just about cool. That's what's coming up fun and exciting for me. That's what I'm looking forward to. Right now, it is about my Zumba class. Right now, it is about this. All right, everyone, does that make sense? Yeah, you're going to become just more of a team player, more engaged with life. And I would be surprised if everyone didn't start getting a little bit more like social activity in your life. Because like think about it, right? If you show up somewhere, you're just like, hey, hi, yeah, I'm bored too. I need friends. Or if it's like, oh yeah, hey, hi guys, like, oh man, and they'll be like, oh, why are you so sweaty? I'm like, oh, I'm trying to learn how to shuffle dance. Woo! I tell you that looks cool, but it's harder than I thought to learn it. Um, who are you going to hang out with? So you're becoming that second person, even though it might just be like, oh, yeah, man. They're like, oh, you look so happy. Oh, man, last night's Zumba class was just so good. It always gets me in a high flying, good feeling place. You should come one time. It's every Tuesday, Thursday. No problem, Antoinette. I did make that one a little personal to you. So, what y'all think of the general? You can also just start hitting me in the comment with questions. We are at the free mini read portion of today's show. Welcome to the co-hosted show. Yeah, Antoinette, I'm just gonna have fun with this until while I'm still in Colorado. When I'm back in Chattanooga, that's what I'm starting to get ideas to how to be like a little bit more professional again, little thumbnails to create. Kelly, I had so many epiphanies this morning and I'm feeling aligned to positive expectation. I'm ready to stabilize in that direction even more. Oh, perfect. Oh, good. So I'm into this message. Perfect. That was a hit in the face in a good way. Yeah. All right. All right, guys. Comments, questions about the general, how it applies to you, or just hit me with your questions and let's get to some mini read parts. I feel like a courageous lion today with my hair. Rawr. Hey, Stephanie, what's up? Do you want a little mini read? What's your question? Does no one want a little mini read today? Should we pull Brandon? Aw, Stephanie, that's so sweet. Thank you. I'm glad you like him. I was invited to a birthday bachelorette party in a boat. Why am I chatting with you? Because I'm amazing and awesome, really positive, really high vibe. I dole out all kinds of wisdom. I have access to spirit guides. Not to mention, I think I'm kind of beautiful. So, oh, maybe you're a troll. I don't know. You're saying, who are you? Oh, so clearly I just showed up on your algorithm and you clicked to watch it. That's why you're watching. Um, I'm a little curious if I'm Henry's thing or not. So I'm a channel, I channel spirit guides, and I'm a law of attraction expert. And this is the High Vibe Morning Show where all I do is do free mini reads for 30 minutes, Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So, that's funny, Antoinette. You're a YouTuber? Awesome. So, do you want to know how to grow your channel? Do you want to know how to monetize it? What is everyone's question for spirit? What do you guys want a mini read on? Spirit guides are like fairy godmothers, guys. Might as well, like, they're like Cinderella. She had no idea how to get to the ball, and they came in and made a magic carriage out of a pumpkin. You might as well start asking some questions. Ooh, we got a troller in the house. What's up, Henry? Well, Henry, I'm a little curious if you think what I do is hogwash and I'm fake. I'm curious if you're still going to choose to spend your time this way. Positive expectation. Stephanie, ignore the troll. I like talking to the trolls. I love trolls and I love haters. So please leave them in here unless they get like crude, like sexually crude, or start insulting other people. If they do that, then kick them out. But if they don't, oh, I love trolls and haters. But okay, so it looks like Stephanie has a question for how to grow her YouTube business, how to grow it, how to make her business grow, how to probably enjoy it, Stephanie, how to get more viewers and monetize it, right? Anything else, Stephanie? Oh, I don't think you're being disrespectful, Henry. I'm just curious now that you know that this isn't your thing, if you're still going to choose to spend your time this way or not. And maybe if you don't know 100% that it's not your thing, are you going to be willing to be a little curious and try something new and let me give you a little mini read? Who knows? Well, welcome to the show, Henry. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, ask a question. I'll give you a mini read after Stephanie. And we got Joey Jojo Shabato. What the fuck? Call me by my last name. I'm not in the military, boy. Why you call me by my last name? Okay, so Stephanie wants to know, how do we help Stephanie grow her business? How do we help her just tap into full alignment so that her business grows easily, effortlessly, in a joyful way? Oh man, you are not having a good time of it. I can tell you that. Okay, tell me more. Okay, you're lacking clarity, you're lacking direction, you don't know what to do. I think you're at the place, Stephanie, where you're feeling a lot of pressure. Like every decision I make, it's either like I get to make money this month or I don't. It kind of feels like you're at that pressure point. And that may not be the pressure that you're feeling, but it is like you're feeling the weight of every decision I make is a huge impact. Um, my father never told me to trust a hoe. Oh, well, good thing I'm not a hoe. My body count, you could divide my age by 4, and my body count is still lower than that. Yeah. Most people don't even have on half their body age, so. But I do pimp out spirits. I pimp out spirits for money. So I'm a pimp. Spirit guides are my hoes. Okay. I'm just like in a jokative mood today. Okay, but Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie, you've got to be at a place of balancing out that pressure you feel for the weight of every decision. But Stephanie, let me start seeing some of your comments so I can help you better. No, I loved it, Antoinette. I'm a spiritual pimp. Pimp out our homies on the other side. But Stephanie, give me some comments so I can help you better. So like what you've got to learn right now is like balancing the weight of that pressure and like not make it mean that like every single thing you decide is like that big of a deal. So like the last workshop I did, Stephanie, I had 3 people there. Honestly, 3 people signed up within the first 24 hours and I felt like a release and I went, okay, the 3 that need to be there are going to be there. I'm not going to heavily market it anymore because I'm at a point where I just want to like fully fall back in love with what I do and how I do it. And I'm trying to figure out the how. Do I want to do once a month workshops? Do I want to go back to being high end and charging $5,000 a month one on one? I don't know, man. I loved that workshop so much that like I can't just be a high end spiritual pimp. Like I loved it so much. So sometimes, Stephanie, it's about tapping you back into loving what you do. Sometimes it's about getting you connected with someone who's going to help you feel confident about what it is you do. Um, so ride out this little kind of mini mental crash you're happening, knowing that after this crashes, it's going to be like a fresh, brand new start. And it is gonna be it's that moment where you're completely giving up an old version of you. And like the me that used to not even feel comfortable charging $25 for a tarot read is a different me than the one who charges $200 for a workshop. So Stephanie, just know that this uncomfortable emotion you're going through is definitely it's a rebirth into a person who feels more worthy of success, accomplishment, and like good paying clients enough where you're making like adult money. Um, yeah, it's gonna smooth out. It's recognizing that I run a successful YouTube channel and I'm profitable. And then like some of your inspired action are going to be the big money months. I've had workshops where I've had 50 people sign up. That was cool to make that much money for one workshop. I've also had this last workshop where 3 people signed up. So I'm successful, I'm profitable, and I love running my business. Some are going to be about the money, some are going to be about falling in love, some are going to be because that person really needed to work with you and there was no other way they could have gotten there. So that workshop might only have one. Let go of that and go, well, I'm still profitable. I can still pay all my bills, universe. Um, so after this like kind of crash is over, you're gonna fall back in love with your business and you're gonna start taking kind of like I don't want to say massive in a big way, but you're gonna start taking actions that feel good and that like really help you get into alignment and enjoy and love what it is you do. And then after that, that's when like the money tends to come in. Yeah, Concha, what's your question? We just finished with Stephanie. And Stephanie, you can give me some questions, comments about your read. I wonder if she hopped off the show. And if someone asked a question above, you're going to have to retype it because I didn't see it. Oh, you want a general, Concha? I was waiting for your question. Oh. Well, believe it or not, you're actually not enjoying life as much as you are going to be enjoying it soon. Because you're at that growth edge right now from being, I'm feeling hopeful, maybe optimistic, and want to move forward with this and stabilize it. Oh, you're definitely moving forward. You got the Emperor. So you are in charge and you are leading your life and you're in the right direction, Concha. Yeah, let me start with the good stuff before I then go and like rip your heart apart, right? You're definitely on the right path. You're in charge. You're taking the right actions. You're on the right path. There's a little bit of not tapping into your spirituality as much anymore. So that kind of looks like, are you having like, we all know And by the way, guys, I have a Thursday mastermind. It's 5:15 p.m. Eastern time. There is room for two more people on that call. So if you're interested in that, write me a comment afterwards and I'll get you the link to sign up with that. So it's Concha. It's we all know that you're really good at like focusing on a vibe and then manifesting it quickly, okay? But for this to come up in this order, it's indicating that you're like, I'm optimistic, I'm on charge, I'm taking the action, but you're like kind of forgetting to have your spiritual days where you just like, ah, it's Thursday. You know, for me, when I used to do this, it used to be like Thursdays was my spiritual day. I would just kind of walk up and down the block to get the blood flowing. And then I would like stretch for a while, do some like intuitive yoga. And then there'd be a point where it's like, oh my God, my body feels so good. And then I'd get my gemstones out and I would play Om Namo or, you know, some of the spiritual music. And then there comes a point where I would start doing like seated yoga, you know. Um, and then I would just spend like hours meditating, not 1 hour stationary in one meditation for hours, but like I would meditate and I'd be like, oh, I needed that epiphany. I needed that release. And then I'd go and stretch some more. And then I would sit. So it's like, it's that intuitive spiritual night, which is what like that's what your soul is yearning for right now. I got so many downloads this morning. I do want more of that. Yeah, you got to craft that time for it, right? Because then you have the, I know I get all the downloads I need on Thursdays. Otherwise, like Spirit's gonna have to sneak it in the cracks, so you might miss some, or you might not get the full extent of it, or it will like hit you when you first wake up in the morning instead of being like a kind of controlled, organized way. Because believe it or not, that's the one thing right now that's missing in your life that where you're at like the 90% mark of loving life instead of the 100% alignment loving life. Oh, nothing to do today? Great. I needed a day to stretch around and do nothing and watch Netflix. Oh, I got a busy day today. Oh, good thing I got so much rest yesterday. So that's what's going to help you like tap back into love of life. So believe it or not, you're not fully tapped into as much happiness as you can be in life because what you're going through right now is that lesson of man, that's funny. After I gave you the message from these three cards, because I went away from the Rip Your Heart Apart cards, now these cards are being quiet. What do you need Concha to hear? Oh, she needed to hear it. She's on the right path. She's on the right path. Keep going. 100% keep expecting good things to keep coming to you. Right now, there's just a little bit of a focus on that you want the demonstration of your manifestation powers instead of listen to the general message where it's just about, oh, everything I want, I would just feel happier. Oh, okay. Then from there, it's that growth edge of you're wanting to be taken like more professionally. So just it's like the pendulum thing. Anytime you're over here and you're going from being cherished and adored woman to being respected and admired woman, there is a little bit of like a personality that goes all the way over here. And you got to do that for a short bit and then you get to come back to I mostly like being cherished and adored, but I want people to know that when they're coming to my yoga workshops, I don't mess around. This is about me fixing their bodies so they leave feeling like a gem, like a diamond. Um, like you're going through that growth right now. So just be okay that you're a little bit, it's going to feel a little bit edgier and that it will soon soften. So just, I mean, imagine pretty much life's good for you. It's going to keep getting better. And Antoinette, did you want to general or did you have a question? Kind of building my own intuitive skill and building a relationship with me. Yeah, exactly. Because, oh, Spirit's coming in. Because Concha, that's when our Thursday mastermind call will be even better. Because you'll be getting a lot of the self-soothing of the emotions, although Kelly's always going to be able to do, like, that's, you came down knowing, like, all right, Kelly will help soothe my emotions. Perfect. But we'll be able to soothe some of your emotions in between the mastermind call, and you'll get a little bit more of your day-to-day what to do. Here's the workshop to offer that we'll be able to give you, like, the bigger epiphanies in the mastermind call if you do that. Oh, general, connecting to my inner being. And whoever the third person is, I'll probably have enough time. Um, I'll probably have enough time to get to you too, so feel free to ask your question. Okay, so what does Antoinette and everyone else listening need to hear? And also with a focus on connecting strongly to her own inner being. And Antoinette, I'm actually gonna rephrase that for you because, girl, I can feel your energy. And honestly, Antoinette, I'm going to be blunt and bold, and please feel free to write in the comment. I don't actually think you care about connecting to your inner being. I don't, because that implies a little bit of like spirituality. I like, because when you read it like that, connecting to my inner being, it's like, I want my downloads. I want to hear my inner being and my spirit guides. And like, honestly, when I feel your energy though, I don't think you care about being spiritual. I don't think you care about being able to hear spirit guides. I think like how I would word your question, feeling your energy. Well, I would love a general message. Whatever spirit wants to throw my way, I'm always open to their mystical magic. Um, and I just want more help getting into alignment. Because what I feel your energy as is, yeah, I just want to be in alignment. I'm ready to just be happy. I'm ready to cross that threshold to be in alignment and just allow the good things to come to me. So I don't think you care about being able to hear spirit guides or like get a massive divine download from your own inner being. I think it's more like a fuck yeah, I want to be connected to my inner being. I want to be in alignment and I just want to be enjoying the juicy good stuff. Okay, is that fair enough, Antoinette? I'm in a spicy mood today. What's up, Lynn? How are you? Should we call it like Min? What's up? Min, I almost want to give Min a present. But she's a homie too. And tonight, you got any thought, questions, comments, pushback? What's the difference between connecting to me? I don't think you actually care about being able to meditate and talk to spirit guides the way I do. You care more about, I just want to be in alignment so that the good things keep flowing to me. So that me just living my life, I'm just going to be driving, singing, enjoying. And then I'll be like, hey, wait, you know what, little beautiful daughter of mine? Let's go take a detour and stop at this store. And then we get to the store, it'll be like, boom, there he is. So I don't think you care about it being like a divine download talking to spirit guides. You're just more like, I want to be in alignment and enjoying and getting all the juicy good stuff. Does that make sense, Antoinette? I agree. I just want to be in alignment. Okay. So what does she need to hear to continue getting into alignment? Sometimes my job of listening to these cards, it's harder than it looks, guys. Oh, Antoinette, you got a tiny bit of some old emotion to fully process. Um, if I say FG, do you know what I'm talking about, Antoinette? I think, come on, you're a smart cookie. Does that make sense? There's a little bit of, I feel sad. It didn't work. Something didn't work out with FG. It didn't work out. Like that was a bummer. I got my hopes up. It didn't work out. I see how I set myself up to fail. That sucked. And then there has to be this moment where you realize you were manifesting with that mother wound still intact. But Antoinette, you've healed much of that. You have healed much of that. It's kind of like you've changed and grown and you haven't seen it yet because you're not in that situation. You're not going to see that you've changed and grown until you put yourself back out there again. There's just that little bit of trepidation of, yeah, I want it, but like, I don't want another FG. So just, I feel really sad it didn't work out. I feel really sad. There's a sadness in there. Like, I feel really sad how much I let myself enjoy that, even though I knew it wasn't going to work out. I hate that I picked a guilty pleasure instead of just focusing on my main thing. But okay, I get it. Where I was at, that was like a breath of fresh air and it was a good reminder. And Antoinette, I'm going to share with you right now too. But don't say it out loud, Antoinette. Jesus, I was trying to use an acronym. Come on now. Um, where was I at? Oh, as I'm writing the book right now. So the vibration of optimism is where in love you're starting to get people who are good matches. There's good harmony, but there's some sort of practicality that doesn't make it work. And that's just one below positive expectation where you're like, all right, give me the damn guy. So you're on the journey of getting excited about love and life. And you got to quit worrying about money. Something about money, you got to like whatever. Maybe you're like, I spent too much, I indulged too much. Um, it kind of like the debt. Like when people lose weight, it tends to be something like this. Be okay that your paying off debt journey looks like that. And just be because it's like I just there's something about money that you're either disappointed the way you spent it or dang it, I gave into guilty pleasures. Like, no, sometimes you do need that. So it's it didn't go down as much. Yeah, money has been hanging on my mind. Just be, I love what I bought. I may not like how much had to leave my pocket. I may not like that right now after I bought it. It feels like a guilty pleasure or like an indulgence, but I bought it. It's secure, it's safe, it's stable. This just isn't going to be a huge month where my debt goes down. But overall, this is where, like Antoinette, a lot of your theme is about keeping track of the overall picture of where you're at. Overall, my debt is down. Overall, it's down. I'm doing a good job. You're letting go of that little vibe you got of being hard on yourself and beating yourself up, right? So I hit my lowest weight right before coming out here to Colorado. I've definitely gained some weight since being out here. Would you want me beating myself up these 2 months? You gained weight when you're out there. You weren't serious about your weight loss, or would you want me to be Kelly? You walked into a really sad situation. You didn't have complete control over the food you had. Um, and God, it was like the wild, wild west. When I buy food in Tennessee, my vegetables will last for like 3 weeks in the fridge. Dude, salad and zucchini lasts a damn week here. And like when I say it lasts a week, I mean by day 7, it has mold on it. Whereas like in Chattanooga, like where I'm used to cooking and providing for myself, the veggies will be 3 weeks in there. I'll be like, Kelly, what are you gonna cook with that in next week? Because it's gonna go bad next week. So, right, it should be like you had to adjust to a new environment where food goes bad faster. You're flipping flopping back and forth between different houses right now. That is a lot. Right? So just like self-soothe and be cool with myself and who I am. And then be like, but hey, you've been here a while, you can adjust now, try to start eating better, like okay. All right, guys. Well, that is pretty much the show. Let's see if Brandon watches. What does Brandon need to hear? Oh, don't, Brandon, know that anytime you're growing, and I'm talking about the growth from the workshop, as you start to grow and come into your own, some people who don't want to accept it and move on, there might be a little bit of quarrels, but you're already a changed person. You're already in the new vibe. So they're going to figure it out. They can figure it out. They're doing a good job. They're going to figure it out. I just grew. I trust that they can grow. They're going to figure it out. And then like put your focus on what is it that you're going to be able to enjoy once you make that move. I'm going to be able to enjoy this, this, and this. It's kind of like you need to activate a little bit more the vibe in you of like, I know this sucks right now. I don't want to hurt that person. I don't want to be going through this part of the journey, but this is why I'm making that move. Your why, as Simon Sinek calls it. All right. I hope Brandon actually watches this replay. All right. Lots of love, everyone. See you guys next week. Bye.